Hey everyone, guess what? So excited! I hit 100 subscribers. Yes, 100, and that's all because of you guys. Just you. You hit that subscribe button, I hit 100, and guess what? This is why I'm so excited. I get my custom URL. Instead of having, youtube.com/this number or this letter randomized, and you have no idea what you're clicking. Now it says Shellah. So excited! So anyways, I have videos for you. Today I will be sharing my You Pick Art Challenge piece of art right here. And it's also in the traveling journal that I'll be sending out to Mugsy Makes. I'll leave a link in the description to her channel so you can go say hi and follow the journal along on its travels. And that's later in this video. And then for this month, I have a pop-up thing for you. The first one will be just a video of how I decorated this book, and recycled basically. And then the second video of the month will be a pop-up tutorial where I added to my book 2 pop-ups, and I'll show you how I made them and how you can make them too. So that will be the second week. And then the third week, I have some art that I made using that pop-up mechanism. So it's in here, and the pop-ups are under this flap, but I'm not going to show you because you gotta watch the video. But the other interesting thing is this is a little sketchbook. I'm participating in the sketchbook project. It's from the Brooklyn Art Library. So you order a sketchbook, you fill it up, send it back, and then it goes on display in their collection. That's what I have planned for the month. So let's move on to this process video. On Instagram, I do the monthly You Pick Art Challenge, where I give you options. For instance, the color medium, the photo, the pattern, and then you pick whether you want this pattern over this pattern, and then I use those in my art journal, and it gives me a challenge. So this month you picked markers for the color medium, and then you picked this pattern and this photo. And believe me, this one was a challenge. Because of that, I'm going to talk over the video a little bit through the process to let you know what I did, what I learned, so that you can learn from my mistakes. In the comments, let me know what your favorite part was. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up.
All I'm doing here is applying some gesso, and because it didn't cover as thickly as I wanted, I'm then going to be adding some white paint. Now I'm cutting out the coffee cup and the hands. Now I'm using strips of the photo as the spokes in the pattern. Here I learned that the Aleene's, I think that's how you say it, tacky glue, didn't work well with the Copic markers. When you went over it, it changed to a different color. And you can't really tell in the video, but when you look at it close up, you can see the color change. So next time I will not use the tacky glue to stick down stuff when I use the Copic markers. One of the things I learned here is that the clear matte gel medium that I used to glue the photo down isn't necessarily clear, and I should have realized this, but when I used it before on light colored photos, I didn't notice really any change, but on this dark photo here, you could still see the streaks of the medium when it all dried. Now that the cup and hands are glued down over the pattern, I'm using the photo to cut the longer strips and glue those down. Because I was worried that the Copic markers would react differently with the clear matte gel medium, I decided just to cover the whole page with it so that there would be no switch from writing on that surface to the acrylic paint surface. Now I'm drawing the pattern. Now I'm starting to color the pattern in with the Copic markers. When I started coloring in the large areas with the purple, I realized that you have to be intentional with your brush strokes when you're using Copic markers on top of acrylic paint or a surface that doesn't soak up the ink. So after that very first one that's really dark, I started making intentional lines in the coloring. But since the ink doesn't soak in like on typical paper because of the acrylics underneath, I was able to use my colorless blender pen and wipe off that layer and then reapply it with the stripes so that it blended with the other ones. So this is when my original idea changed. I was originally going to just do the grays all the way out to black, but then I had a crazy thought. I was like, let's just do a big swatch of black. But that actually ended up biting me in the butt because the ink in the black Copic markers is different than the rest. I don't know what it is exactly, but you know how when you use a ballpoint pen and it's black and you color in a large area, it kind of has this iridescent shine to it? Well, the black Copic marker does that. The other colors don't have that shine. So later on I will show you how I fixed that, and so this is a good warning for you guys that it will be shiny and not like the rest of the markers. In order to fix the shine problem, I decided to use some clear gesso over the top of it, which worked. It definitely took the shine off, but then I also learned that this black comes off with the clear gesso, which the other markers did not. So I think they add a different kind of ink into their black marker. So be forewarned if you're not using it on regular paper where the ink seeps into the paper. And there you have it, the finished result of the You Pick Art Challenge. Have a good day.